Good morning.
Morning.
The 10th edition.
10th edition? Yeah.
So, welcome to today's session. And today's we're talking about jobs to be done, right? And I was just thinking about the topic that we're going to discuss. Yesterday was meeting the notes, I think, and it would look like it's a productivity topic, but we're not going to be talking about productivity at all, right?
Yeah.
How would you categorize this discussion before we start?
This is part marketing, I would say.
Okay, I was
Uh,
thinking more on strategy. I think it
Part
was.
strategy. Yes, it is. Yeah. It is strategy. It is product development.
Yeah.
I would say it's an all-encompassing philosophy
Hmm.
for you to really think about, what you're offering.
So, can you
Um,
introduce us to this whole concept?
Correct. The When we create an offering, a service, or a product, what we're trying to do is to fulfill the need for a customer, and that's what in general people teach
Yeah.
in the marketing of product development. And we always try to see that, what is customer's problem, how can we bring the solutions. What we fail to realize is that our product is as important as the customer's need.
Okay.
Okay, in the sense, the product ends up fulfilling a job the customer could not do otherwise, or a service for that matter. When I say service, you yourself. When I say
Hmm.
product, it's something that you have created.
Okay.
It's turning this concept on its head and making it from a product's perspective brings in a lot of interesting ideas in the jobs to be done framework. It's okay, by the way, it is by one of the very famous management thinker called Clay Christensen from Harvard. And the way he put it across is this: if someone has a jobs to be done and your product you're offering is filling that jobs to be done better than anything else, better than any other products out there in the market, then you have a success formula. um, Maybe
Can you
one
give?
example, but yeah, one example might help.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the best furniture in the world, crate and barrel, or maybe even something better than that,
Hmm.
but yeah, go on.
I mean, IKEA would come to my mind.
No,
Like,
that's not the best. IKEA does not last for like a lifetime or anything like that.
no, but apart from that, as a furniture company, I don't know any brand that would stand out on a global level.
Yeah, they are the successful company. So the difference between the best and the successful is where the job to be done is, you know, positions itself.
Okay.
Because not all the products need to be the best for the job to be done, because the job demands only so much. For IKEA, who are the real, customers? I mean, I bought IKEA when I moved to Dubai because I had a very short-term perspective on my stay. And the best thing that would have, I'm investing into furniture, right? So the best investment for me at that time was some of the IKEA furnitures. And the way I was looking at it is that, no, I'm going to be here for some time. This is what I want. This is what I want, and which is the best furniture that fits the, the job that I have in hand. It ended up to be IKEA, maybe IKEA. Okay. the
How does this framework work in a context other than business? Does it work in any other context? Like, for example, at home, does it work? Or is it very specific to organizations and product offerings? Because at home also, there is a offering that is there, no? Like parenting, for example.
Correct.
Is
So yeah, exactly. Because as a parent, we have a job to be done. We have something to be done for to our children, and we try to offload that. I mean,
hmm,
if you really think about the all the way back, schooling is a way to offload our responsibility for educating students onto a good school, and we try to research on what is the best school within our budget, and we find a school that does the job done better than others within our constraints.
yeah, I just realized something. Teachers are these days complaining where in the sense, complaining in the sense, this sharing about how children are supposedly coming to school for conceptual knowledge, not behavioral knowledge. Behavioral knowledge is predominantly to be taught at home. It's a parent's responsibility. And when a child does not behave properly, the
Yeah,
parent starts blaming the teacher because they have already offloaded, like you said, that responsibility also on school.
yeah. In fact, that is where we sometimes, I mean, from the teacher's perspective and the parent's perspective on the job tend to be a bit different.
Hmm.
So they expect the parents to guide, the parents expect the teachers to guide, and maybe somewhere in between, both are not fulfilling the job towards the child.
Here's
Um,
a very
go on.
important question I want to ask. How do you know that you have picked the right job to be done? Because you could pick a lot of things, right? How do you know that this is the right thing to have?
One of the interesting thing that Clay Christensen says is that, look at what if, you know, you're not fulfilling that job. What happens? That's number one. Or what if whatever that you're doing is not uh, is not there? What else will you do? And that will, open up a lot of things. That will even tell you whether the job that you think is there is really there or not.
Hmm.
And we can do a lot of optimizations. We can do a lot of cutting ourselves, trimming ourselves down by just asking that question. What if this is not?
Yeah.
In fact, I believe that this concept comes in different philosophies and thoughts and self-help and everything. This is one way of, I would say, putting same thing. It's a different message in a different bottle, but
Yeah.
it really helps once you get into that mode.
I was just thinking, the job that Awesome Bytes does for me is it makes me wake up and start my day early.
Now, what if Awesome Bytes is not there? That's the
Absolutely.
question.
I guess that's a question that the audience has to answer. But yes, uh, it's been wonderful. And as always, we are up with our 7 minutes. So till we
Yep.
meet again tomorrow,
Sure, then
let's
we got jobs to
get
do.
jobs done. All right.
Bye then.